How we doing, everybody? It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon here in the Cheesy Moon workshop. I just came back from a day of thrift store shopping, and I got one decent item at the thrift store at a Goodwill. I picked up this little anvil. It says it's 30 pounds. I don't know if that's accurate or not. I haven't weighed it, but nice little tabletop, bench top type anvil. That can kind of come in handy. I believe I did one video early on. I was using my trailer hitch as an anvil. But these knives laying here, these came from my favorite little knife shop. It's Guns and Comics in Sanford, Florida. I'll throw their business card down here somewhere when I edit the video. Most of this is China knives, but it's just about cleaning them up and seeing the finished product, and it's not about necessarily the knife. I did find this one here, which is a very cool knife. This is, see if I can hold it up here and get it to focus. This is a Western, like plastic handles, lock back. It's a Western 546 stainless, made in USA. Sort of a serrated nail nick, but it's like serrated on the bottom side. Pretty sharp, and it should clean up pretty nice. It'll go in my lock back collection. This is a Columbia River knife and tool, CKRT. Some people call it Cricket. Yeah, it's in pretty gnarly shape. Heavy rust on here. Rust down inside the knife, but it functions. It's a full-size knife. I mean, this is a get it done workhorse, partially serrated. It does have thumb studs, but I'm not a thumb stud guy. It's a liner lock. It has this, I don't know if that's a lock of some sort, other than the yeah, I guess you can't undo the liner lock when that's up. So it's a liner lock with a safety, I guess. But that should clean up okay. This is another Columbia River. This is a lock back. You see the price that we originally had on that was $39. Pocket clip. This thumb flip access, which is pretty rusty down in there. Weird sort of Warncliffe type blade. It's the way it's got marks, it's almost kind of micro serrated or something there. We'll have to see how this one cleans up. It feels pretty sharp. But this is how you close it, with this tab on the back here. Push that down and be able to close it. Now this is a China knife. It says Smith & Wesson, and that's the only reason I bought it. It's for an upcoming photo shoot of a couple of my handguns. There's something missing here. It was probably shaped like a bullet insert or something in there. But it's also, you know, full-size, good handful knife. It's not a bad-looking knife. You know, I'm not a complete China snob, especially when they're like $1, $2 each. This is another little Chinese knife. It's kind of like a case. Sodbuster. Sorry, drawing a blank there. It's wood handles, single blade, got a little bail on it, flat. Definitely a Chinese knife. the way that's made, but you know, it's got a good positive lockup on it. I mean, it's not a bad knife. It's stainless steel. It says right edge. It does say China right up here on the blade, but not a bad little toolbox truck knife. This is a they had a sticker on there of $20 as well. It's a little straight razor. Brand is Valor. I believe that's kind of a Frost cutlery type brand, but it's made in Siki, Japan. And you know, if you're looking to buy a sword or even other fine cutlery, I mean, Japan's been known for good knives and good steel, good blades for a lot of their knives. This is stainless steel, 440. Just a neat little razor knife. Don't know that I'll be shaving with it, but it's kind of cool. This is an unknown knife. Kind of Barlow in shape, but not really. And this is just flat eat up with rust. But, and I don't even know who made it. I can't make it out. It's so covered up in rust. Most likely a Chinese knife, but I'll find out once I clean it and try to get some of this rust off. That's the challenge for me. And again, it's not even about the challenge. It's just sitting down and tinkering with it, keeping the demons away. It is pretty rusty. Back springs are heavily rusted. Very rusty down inside, but that's my therapy. Sit and clean these guys up. We'll start out with soap and water for some of the grime off, and then mineral oil in my little Tupperware bowl there. This knife is clearly a Pakistan knife, but it's one of the better quality Pakistan buck knockoffs. It's a good heavy knife, fairly well built, good positive lockup, good feeling knife, a little skinnier than a buck knife, but all in all, it's a decent knife. And I've been contemplating doing some file work on the knives that I see a lot of the guys do with buck knives, and I'd rather try it on this than try it on a buck 110 or an old Schrade knife. I'd rather experiment on this knife first, see how it goes. But it's a good solid knife. I can't, you know, there were some of those Pakistan knives that were super square, boxy, not well made. But this feels pretty decent. So I'm not going to dog it because it was made in Pakistan. Here's another knife. No idea who made it. This is what I was talking about with the file work. Even if it's made in China, once I clean it up, it's going to be a good looking knife. It's kind of like shaped like a doctor's knife, I think. And it's either Damascus or fake Damascus. Pretty rough. Very rough. But it might be a pretty knife when I'm done. A nice little, knife to throw in the collection. This little knife here, I kind of like this one. Not a switchblade. Just a standard little pocket knife. It is made in Italy. Stainless steel, Italy. Doesn't really have a maker other than that. But I believe this will shine up pretty nice. That's another reason I picked it up. The brass is almost rough feeling with But the blade looks pretty nice on this one. Some rust on the back spring. I think it'll clean up and be a neat little knife. This little one here, not in too bad a shape. There's some fairly heavy rust on there, but it's a little buck knife. Buck USA, Buck 303. The plus symbol, I have to look it up and see what year that was, but it's in fairly decent shape. Doesn't look like it was ever really used. It's just been abused. Like I said last time when I got these knives out of the rust bucket. Blade doesn't look like it's really been used. It's just been neglected and left in the bottom of a plastic. It's like a recycling bin or a plastic mail tote or whatever that these knives were in. And I've pretty much picked anything of significance out of it. So everything else is China-made knives for sure. But this little buck knife should clean up pretty nice. There's zero snap on that blade, a little on that one. Should clean up. This, I have to do some research on it. It says Indian head, and it says roster-free on the inside. That's typically associated with Swiss or German knives. And there's a date on that little Indian head symbol, but I just think that's like Orange, the Indian head knives or whatever. I definitely do not think it's from 1902 because they wouldn't have had this stainless back then. But it's a nice little lock back. I think it'll clean up pretty nice. Be fun to research it and see who made it. I picked up this Buckmaster's nylon sheath. I think that's where this Western knife is going to live. And this little cleaning kit, I think some of the pieces are missing, but they're just kind of neat. I think one or two of the rods are missing, but it has the little patch holder there. Has a brush. Has this tool, which I believe this piece, and then this is like a screwdriver. And it has the punch for punching out the pins. And all fits in this little, at this point, dented up, well ventilated little tube here. But it's just kind of a neat thing to pick up. Again, I think there's a couple pieces missing, but I'll clean it up a little bit. And it just added to my stuff. There we go. But this took a little bit of work to get open. I got a little cut on my thumb right there, so it was a little difficult. So that was it, guys. Not a whole bunch of exciting elements, but this little anvil, again, that should come in pretty handy for a tabletop type of little anvil, resetting some knife pins and drifting some pins out through that little space right there. And this is probably my best find for the day, and at about $2 a knife, 20 some dollars. I think these two knives right here, well covered, and the buck knife, I could probably clean those up and sell those and get my $20 back easy. I could probably get $20 out of this Western. I mean, it's a nice, light, well-built knife. I think I'll enjoy carrying that one because I do like a full-size knife for my big mitts. So there we go, guys. I've been kind of slow on getting videos done. It's been a really hot week, working late, but we'll get some more videos done. We'll do some, instead of a group cleaning, we'll just do some individuals on these and get some more content put up there. Well, there you go, guys. Until I see you again, please remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and have a beautiful day.